Hey, it's time for another episode of Kevin and Mike, and we are just going to talk today about why we work out.
Exactly.
That's our topic of the day, and we want to know why you work out. So my first question of the day is, to Kevin.
Why do I work out? Well, you know, years ago, I was in college and I was on the back porch hanging out with some friends, and I had a flash moment of how I wanted to look every single decade of my life, going beyond 100 years. And so I would describe myself, you know, being in great shape. And
so you see yourself living to be 100 years old?
I see myself 100 plus. I certainly do, and it starts right now. I had a vision of how I wanted to look in my 30s, how I like to look in my 40s, how I like to look in my 50s, and I just described every single detail of that, even the interactions that I would have with my wife, as well as with the friendships of people that I would be hanging out with. And so fitness for me, although I have my personal goals of becoming, not becoming, but of working towards being a world champion, that is just a small portion of why I do what I do.
Yes, of course.
You know, I love to help people. I have a business that is set up to where I educate people.
The BODYSMITH plan.
Yes. And so I put myself in these positions that I can continuously be prepared to not only work with and for others, but to lead this lifestyle by example. So that's why I do what I do every day. It's not even a challenge. It's I wake up and I already know that this is what I have to do. It's just as simple as brushing my teeth, having breakfast in the morning, you know, as well as taking a shower.
Major part of your day, and part of your life.
Certainly. You know, in college, it was one of my stress relievers. It was my go-to. I didn't even realize I can turn it into a business. I simply was like, you know what? I'm stressed out about this.
That's when it was 100% for you.
Oh, without a doubt. It was just...
You weren't thinking about
it was so
how
bad.
You could use that to help other people.
It was so bad that, and I mean this in a good way, I was always in the gym, so much so that being a member of my fraternity, it would, you know, people in the community would say, if you're looking for Kevin or you're looking for the Sigmas, you have to go to the gym. That's what they'll be. They're having a meeting at the gym. We were always there. It's just a great place to, well, fitness is just a great place to really just dive in, let everything go, and just focus on yourself, your goals, and just stay locked in. So that's why I do what I do.
Okay.
What about yourself, Mike?
Well, my story is kind of funny because it's very, very similar.
Yes.
It was in my early 20s when I realized that I was going to be old for a very long time. People on both my mother and on my father's side lived to be 100 years old.
Yes.
And so when I started doing the math of, you know, I'm in my 20s now, but I'm going to be in my 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. That's a long time to be old.
That's a long time.
So that's kind of when I started working out and started thinking of it as this has got to be a regular part of my day.
It should be.
We're very blessed with elderly members who maintain their body structure, their body health and mental health and everything.
And their nutrition.
Which is why they live to be 100 years old. Yeah. And so I've always had those models that I've looked up to in my life, and then it's something that I strive for. I have a tendency, maybe because of depression, it is something that I live with, but it's something I have a tendency to be a little hard on myself. You have heard me and you've corrected me, and you know, truth is I am 54 years old. I'm in my mid-50s, and for a guy in his mid-50s, I look amazing. I'm in incredible health, and I work out hard.
Not just that, think about it. If you're in your mid-50s and you're predicting to be
I'm only halfway there.
There you go.
I've got tons of years left.
Plenty of time.
So I want to be as flexible and as healthy and as youthful as I can be, and working out does that. It does it for millions of people. It works, you know, it works. Look at me. I mean, I have the flexibility and the strength and the body structure of a man who is a lot younger than my years might actually show. And so I need to stop being so harsh on myself and just, you know, when I look in the mirror, I'm like, damn.
Yeah,
you know?
that's right.
So
it is an inspiration, not just to myself, but to others. You know, as you know, there's a couple of clients I work with in 60 plus.
Yes,
and
Leslie.
you know, those are the
Amazing.
people that inspire me. I'm looking already at like, wow, how are you still doing this exercise? It's better than some 20-year-olds that I know. And how are you still maintaining a lean, muscular body?
Because she keeps
how is
doing
your,
it. She didn't stop.
Exactly. How is your skin staying as tight as possible? You know, and that just shows that I have a long way to go within my own personal life that I can still be looking and feeling great. And
you might even look as good as I do.
there you go. You never know, man.
But so that's why I work out, is to maintain the youthful appearance, both on the outside, but on the inside, health numbers and all of that. And frankly, I don't want to be an old person.
Yeah.
Who wants to be a old person?
And that's
nobody.
And that's determined by yourself. You know,
exactly.
Age really
it's
doesn't
not
matter.
By years, it's by youthfulness.
How many people do you know right now in their 50s that look like they 70? And I mean that in a I don't mean that for the 70-year-olds that look great.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that there are people that usually people go, hey man, how old are you? 54. You look like you're 36. You know, and then you see somebody in their 54 and you're like, damn, you look like you 80.
Yes.
You know,
I'm not going to be one of those people. And neither are you.
Yes.
There you go. I think one of the key things, though, is to determine, and it's something that my father ingrained in me from childhood, was that we were going to be 100 years old, because he said, I'm going to live to be 120. And I heard that my entire life. But it's something that he shot into us is, you know, be planning for all of your life, not just for your youth.
Yes.
But plan all of it. So how far do you see your life going? Do you see yourself dying when you're in your 70s or your 80s or your 90s?
And what
those are numbers, can I say this really quick?
Yes.
Those are numbers, right?
They are.
But think of it, those are decades.
Yes.
Those are 10-year allotments of time.
Yes.
And so, yes, I plan on living here for a long time.
You should
Unless I'm
define
run over by a bus or something, I am going to be around.
You should be able to define that and be extremely specific. How are you going to move? How are you going to? How flexible might you be? What type of strength?
Yeah, because I don't want to just live to be 100.
Yeah,
I mean live.
Yes,
at 100.
Exactly. I want to have another conversation about that soon, because the biggest thing that hit me over the last week has been there are too many people existing and not enough people living. Yes. And we definitely got to dive into that.
Yeah. It's not just about lasting until you're 100 years old. It's about living.
How do you want to be? You know?
At age 100.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the question we leave you with today is, what is your real deep reason for staying committed to yourself long term through fitness? We're using fitness as a current example. So what drives you to keep going?
And with that, we're going to take off.
That's right. It's leg day.
Why? Because
it's leg day.
Oh, it's leg day.
Yes,
okay.
That's why.
Legs.
It's because it's leg day.
All right. Well, today we're going to attack our legs like a 54-year-old does.
Whatever that means. That means he's about to get busy. This is one of Mike's favorite days.
Like me.
That's right. He's going to show you how to do it. So stay tuned. Watch this video
for the rest of this
because this is how 54-year-old men and women should be getting down in their workouts.
That is right. Okay? All right.
You put a lot of stress on yourself for this workout.
No, I'm not. I'm just going to be me. I'm just going to go out there and work out like I always do.
All right, then. You better get it.
Okay, we have just finished with another amazing legs day.
That's what we do. That's what we do every single legs day.
And hey, I just want to quickly point out that Kevin was using heavier weights today with lower reps, whereas I was doing lighter weights today with higher reps.
Let me start by saying that doesn't even matter. Anyone who knows me knows that I'm more concerned about the technique and the understanding of what you're doing so that you can maximize, the resistance will come. We did an amazing job working our legs today, and our primary focus was on our quad muscles.
Yes.
If Mike isn't feeling his quads right now, he ain't work out.
Yes.
But I'm sure he is. So
yes, I am.
Let's give you a rundown of what we did today. And we only had 4 exercises, so even though it was going to be nice and short in regards to this summary, it was very long in regards to the amount of time and volume and stress we put on our legs today. The first exercise of today was our Smith machine squats. Our primary focus was on our quad muscles, so we only stopped at about 90 degrees, no further, because then we'll be working the back of our legs, and we want to stay on top.
So check out that angle. We were pretty much, we were stopping pretty much right there at that point for every single rep.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Our goal is to really activate our type 2B fast twitch muscle fibers. So we allowed ourselves to really put a lot of stress and kept that weight high, but the repetition low in regards to what we did.
Good. Okay, and then
next up,
that,
we went over to our hack squat, and the hack squat is primarily used to work on the sweeping of the legs, so to create that separation between the hamstrings and the quadriceps, similar to how you would create separation between the biceps and the triceps. But our main focus here was, again, the quad muscles. So Mike stopped at 90 degrees. I went ass to grass, as you would say, straight to the bottom, so that way I can incorporate everything from the ground up and then push all the way up into the straight leg position to activate those quad muscles.
Check those out though. Just look at the amount of intensity that was necessary for that up and down motion.
Certainly.
That was exercise number 2.
Yeah. Followed up by exercise number 3 here, and we went ahead and did some leg extensions. Nice and heavy, nice and concentrated, and a double pump at the top of that movement to really confirm and activate those quad muscles.
Hey, check it out really quick. The great way to get that double bounce that he's talking about, although it's not bouncing from the knees, of course, but
it's all about the quads.
I'll just tell you that the way that I count is 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, so that I do get that double motion.
And in my head is up, 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 up.
So we all have our mental techniques, but
find what works for you.
Yeah.
Last but not least, we're on our way to finish off with our 4th exercise, which is the Stairmaster. We're just gonna keep working those quad muscles, really aggravate them, but at least they'll know they've been worked. And once we recover, we'll be looking forward to doing this again, right, Mike?
Yes, always.
Certainly, right?
Always. We always look forward to legs day.
Yeah.
He's trying to get me to act like, no, but legs day is a major part.
It certainly is. It certainly is. So we hope you enjoyed this workout summary. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you can receive more videos like this one.
And you will see them right over here, because we're at the end of our video. Okay.
That's right.
You have a great day on purpose.
On purpose.
Master yourself.
Master your life.
All right, guys.
To see more videos like the one you just viewed, remember to like and subscribe at Kevin and Mike.
Boom. There you go. Just like that one. Oh, and they're also around us. If this is at the end of our video, they're either on this side or on this side. But click one of them. They're as good or better than the video that you just saw.